Hello students. So another video for both class 11th and 12th, because today we are going to discuss reading section. Reading section, question number 1 and 2. It's not note making, only passages, question number 1 and 2 for the session 2021. So when we come to reading section, first of all, what are the purposes? Means what is the logic behind introducing or keeping reading section? So what is the purpose behind reading section? First of all, we come to the purpose of question number 1, unseen passage, where you will be getting 11 questions and you are supposed to attempt 10 questions, and this is MCQ. So first purpose is to inculcate reading habits. Yes, this is the purpose, because our children, they these days especially, they don't read because they get the material from the net. So when they get ready-made material, they don't feel the need to read. So reading passages are having this specific purpose that the students should have reading habits. Then secondly, to create independent thinking individuals. Means you should have your independent thinking, where you are able to create your own knowledge with the help of what you get from the passages, whatever knowledge you get from the passages. Then third, we can say, purpose is to make you interpret, analyze and evaluate critically. Means you should be able to use your critical thinking, your reasoning. And next purpose is to learn, relearn and unlearn certain things. Yes, because sometimes we have wrong notions, we have wrong information, but when we read these passages, we unlearn certain things and relearn once again. And last thing is, you should be able to do skimming and scanning. When you read passages, when you practice these passages, you are able to do this skimming and scanning. So this is the basic purpose. Now when we come to passage 1, how you are to attempt. You are supposed to read the passage in one go. Means when you start reading, don't stop it. Means don't look here and there. In the examination hall, there are sometimes distractions, but don't listen to each and everything whatever is going on in the room, because you should, if you are not reading it in one go, maybe you will miss that, we can say, point which is more important, and after a few seconds when you read again, naturally the thing is gone. So that's why when you are ready to do this passage, make sure that now you will be reading it in one go. You can do it in the beginning, you can do it after some time, maybe after second or third question, whatever time you choose for your reading section, but do it without thinking about your environment. Whatever is going on, let it go, but you should be reading it. Then after reading the passage, when you come to the questions, naturally this is MCQ. Sometime it happens that when you read all the answers A, B, C, D, sometimes you feel maybe everything seems correct. Then jump back to that portion, okay, where that information is given. Read it once again, but now read it correctly so that you are able to give the answer correctly. 11 questions are given. Don't try to do all the 11 questions, because you will be marked for 10. So in whatever question you have doubt, you leave that question. You leave the space. Don't change the series. Means it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that only. Don't do it that first question you have done, then third you have done, fourth you have done, and suddenly you feel, no, second also I can do. And then you do second. No. You leave the space for second question so that if afterwards you want to write the answer, you are able to write the answer at the specific space. So this is how you should go for your reading section. Now we come to second question, that is case study passage. For the case study passage, why this is introduced? Because this is the time of decoding, isn't it? So CBSE now wants that the children should be able to decode the information, decode the given information. Then CBSE wants you to enhance your conceptual understanding also. Means sometimes you fail to understand the concept behind it. So when you do reading section, naturally conceptual understanding is enhanced. You should be able to infer the information. Inferring the information is really very, very important. So when you're reading the passage, don't read the passage in just with one aim in your mind that you have to answer the questions. No, first of all, you have to infer the information. Then only you will be able to answer it correctly. Then you should be able to interpret the given information. Okay, and this information can be given in the statistical form, or we can say charts or newsletters, even sometimes some reports, and then tables and graphs. So this information can be given in any way, means verbal or visual, and you should be able to interpret this information. Now when you come to this data analysis or case study, you are to keep in mind that whatever data is given, whatever chart or tabular information is given, okay, that is equally important. Means it's not only passage is important and you just look at the data and then you start reading the passage and you start searching the answers in the passage only. You should be able to read the data correctly. And sometimes it's not necessary that your question would be very direct from the data used. So you should take time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't panic if you're not able to understand the graph, if you're not able to understand the chart or pie chart. Don't panic. Leave the question for some time. Okay, do other questions and then come back. Because sometimes when we see the data, maybe initially we are not able to understand, but after 10-15 minutes, because the things remain in our subconscious mind, we get to know, oh yeah, now I understood. So leave the space. Suppose some data question is question number 3 and question number 4 and you are not able to interpret the data. Come back, leave the space and come back. Once again you look at this data and then you will be able to do it. Means do not panic when you are doing this reading section. Read both the passages with concentration, irrespective of whatever is going on in your room. Okay, read it with concentration. Why? Because the main purpose is that you should be, in the end, you should be able to get the difference between what is said and what is implied. That is more important. I hope you practice, when you practice these reading passages, I hope you would be able to attempt the questions without any difficulty. But again, one mantra, that is to practice before you go for your exam. Thank you.